Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to take a break from the Jackass series. So today I'm going to watch the movie Shawshank Redemption. I read the book before about the Shawshank Redemption. Well, I read the book before around like 10 years ago. So all I can remember is, so the guy, he went to the prison because he killed his wife's cheater or lover or something, or someone else. Or something, I remember he's innocent, or I don't remember very clearly, but in the end he break the prison and he escaped successfully. This is all I remember. Maybe something wrong, but we will find out. And let's go.
Golf pro at the Snowden Hills Country Club. The man you had recently discovered was your wife's lover. Did you follow her?
Went to a few bars first. Later, I drove to his house to confront them. They weren't home, so I parked in the turnout and waited.
With what intention?
I'm not sure. I was confused, drunk. I think mostly I wanted to scare them.
When they arrived, you went up to the house and murdered them.
No, I was sobering up. I got back in the car and I drove home to sleep it off. Along the way, I stopped and I threw my gun into the Royal River. I feel I've been very clear on this point.
Well, where I get hazy is where the cleaning woman shows up the following morning and finds your wife in bed with her lover riddled with .38 caliber bullets. Now, does that strike you as a fantastic coincidence, Mr. Dufresne, or is it just me?
Yes, it does.
Yet you still maintain that you threw your gun into the river before the murders took place. That's very convenient.
It's the truth.
The police dragged that river for 3 days and nary a gun was found. So there could be no comparison made between your gun and the bullets taken from the blood-stained corpses of the victims. And that also is very convenient, isn't it, Mr. Dufresne?
Since I am innocent of this crime, sir, I find it decidedly inconvenient that the gun was never found.
You strike me as a particularly icy and remorseless man, Mr. Dufresne. It chills my blood just to look at you. By the power vested in me by the state of Maine, I hereby order you to serve 2 life sentences back to back. 1 for each of your victims. So be it.
But do they find the firm evidence to prove that he killed them? Okay, what's his character this time?
You've served 20 years of a life sentence.
Yes, sir.
You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Oh, he's a prisoner.
Yes, honest truth.
Oh. Why rejected? Wow. So everybody welcomed the new guy?
Andy came to Shawshank Prison in
With
early
this,
1947
tradition?
for murdering his wife and the fella she was banging. On the outside, he'd been vice president of a large Portland bank.
Wow.
Good work for a man as young as he was.
Taking bets today, Red?
I must admit I didn't think much of Andy the first time I laid eyes on him. Looked like a stiff breeze would blow him over. That was my first impression of the man.
It's Mr. Hadley, he's captain of the guards. I'm Mr. Norton, the warden. You are convicted felons. That's why they've sent you to me. Rule number 1, no blasphemy. I'll not have the Lord's name taken in vain in my prison. The other rules, you'll figure out as you go along. Any questions?
When do we eat?
You eat when we say you eat. You shit when we say you shit, and you piss when we say you piss. You got that, you maggot dick motherfucker? On your feet. Turn around. That's enough. Move to the end of the cage.
I ain't supposed to be here. Not me.
I ain't gonna count to 3. I'm not even gonna count to 1. You will shut the fuck up or I'll sing you a lullaby.
Please, it's been a mistake. You don't understand. I'm not supposed to be here.
Open that cell. Son of a bitch.
Are you going to eat that?
I hadn't planned on it.
Do you mind?
Well, it's protein.
Yeah. That's nice and right.
Oh.
Jake says thank
How
you.
did he get that back?
Fell
I
out of
thought
his
he's
nest
gonna
over by
eat
the plate
himself.
shop. I'm gonna look after him until he's big enough to fly.
Anybody come at you yet?
It was like it's a shock. Everybody's
Anybody
shocked,
get
but
to you
everybody's so numb about it.
Hey, we all need friends in here. I could be a friend to you. Hey. Hard to get. I like that.
Be careful. Be careful, Andy.
Get this in your eyes, it blinds you. Honey. Hush.
You fight better that way.
I wish I could tell you that Andy fought the good fight, and the sisters let him be. I wish I could tell you that, but prison is no fairy tale world.
Uncle Sam puts his hand in your shirt and squeezes your tit till it's purple. The man never gets a break. That's he said, "Rich, get it yourself, Joe." Guitar, no. Some brother. Shit. Hey!
Mr. Hadley, do you trust your wife?
Oh, that's funny. You're gonna look funnier sucking my dick with no teeth.
What I mean is, do you think she'd go behind your back, try to hamstring you?
That's it. Step aside, Mert. This fucker's having himself an accident.
You don't push him off the roof. Because if you do trust her, there's no reason you can't keep that $35,000.
What did you say?
35,000.
30,000.
All of it.
All of it?
Every penny.
You better start making sense.
If you want to keep all that money, give it to your wife. The IRS allows a one-time only gift to your spouse for up to $60,000.
Bullshit. Tax-free?
Tax-free. IRS can't touch 1 cent.
You're that smart banker would kill his wife, aren't you? Why should I believe a smart banker like you? So I can end up in here with you?
It's perfectly legal. Go ask the IRS. They'll say the same thing. Actually, I feel stupid telling you this. I'm sure you would have investigated the matter yourself.
Yeah, fucking A. I don't need no smart wife-killing banker to tell me where the bear's shit in the buckwheat.
Of course not. But you do need someone to set up the tax-free gift for you. And that'll cost you. A lawyer, for example.
Bunch of ball-washing bastards.
I suppose I could set it up for you. That would save you some money. You get the forms, I'll prepare them for you. Nearly free of charge. I'd only ask 3 beers apiece
for each of my co-workers.
Co-workers, get him. That's rich, ain't it?
I think a man working outdoors feels more like a man if you can have a bottle of suds. It's only my opinion. Sir.
What are you Jimmy staring at? Back to work! Oh, work!
Deal.
And that's how it came to pass, that on the second to last day of the job, the convict crew that tarred the plate factory roof in the spring of '49 wound up sitting in a row at 10 o'clock in the morning, drinking icy cold Bohemia-style beer, courtesy of the hardest screw that ever walked a turn at Shawshank State Prison.
Drink up while it's cold, ladies.
The colossal prick even managed to sound magnanimous. We sat and drank with the sun on our shoulders and felt like free men. Hell, we could have been tarring the roof of one of our own houses. We were the lords of all creation. As for Andy, he spent that break hunkered in the shade, a strange little smile on his face.
What I give you to swallow. And when you swallow mine, you're gonna swallow Rooster's. You done broke his nose. I think you ought to have something to show for it.
Anything you put in my mouth, you're gonna lose.
No, you don't understand. You do that, and I'll put all 8 inches of the steel in your ear.
But you should know that sudden serious brain injury causes the victim to bite down hard. In fact, I hear the bite reflex is so strong, they have to pry the victim's jaws open with a crowbar.
Where do you get this shit?
I read it. Not
Very
read.
smart.
You ignorant fuck.
Honey, you shouldn't.
Boggs didn't put anything in Andy's mouth, and neither did his friends. What they did do is beat him within an inch of his life. Andy spent a month in the infirmary.
What?
Where's he going? Grab his ankles. No! 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 Help! He's tied!
Two things never happened again after that. The sisters never laid a finger on Andy again. And Boggs never walked again. They transferred him to a minimum security hospital upstate.
More walls, more bars, more guards.
Still, I'd like to try, with your permission. I'll write a letter a week. They can't ignore me forever.
Sure can. But you write your letters if it makes you happy. I'll even mail them for you. How's that?
So Andy started writing a letter a week, just like he said. And, just like Norton said, Andy got no answers. The following April, Andy did tax returns for half the guards at Shawshank. Year after that, he did them all, including the wardens. Year after that, they rescheduled the start of the intramural season to coincide with tax season. The guards on the opposing teams all remembered to bring their W-2s.
So, Moresby Prison issued you your gun, but you actually had to pay for it.
Damn right, the holster too.
See, that's tax deductible. You can write that off.
Yes, sir. Andy was a regular cottage industry. In fact, he got so busy at tax time, he was allowed a staff.
Hey, Rick, can you hand me a stack of 1040s?
Got me out of the wood shop a month out of the year, and that was fine by me.
Red.
I can't take care of you no more, Jake. You're gone now. You're free. You're free.
he's leaving?
Dear fellas, I can't believe how fast things move on the outside. I saw an automobile once when I was a kid, but now they're everywhere. The world went and got itself in a big damn hurry. Parole board got me into this halfway house called the Brewer and a job bagging groceries at the foodway. It's hard work, and I try to keep up, but my hands hurt most of the time.
Make sure your man double bags. Last time he didn't double bag and the bottom near came out.
Make sure you double bag like the lady said, understand?
Yes, sir, sure will. I don't think the store manager likes me very much. Sometimes after work, I go to the park and feed the birds. I keep thinking Jake might just show up and say hello, but he never does. I hope wherever he is, he's doing okay and making new friends. I have trouble sleeping at night. I have bad dreams like I'm falling. I wake up scared. Sometimes it takes me a while to remember where I am. Maybe I should get me a gun and rob the foodway so they'd send me home. I could shoot the manager while I was at it, sort of like a bonus. I guess I'm too old for that sort of nonsense anymore. I don't like it here. I'm tired of being afraid all the time. I've decided not to stay. I doubt they'll kick up any fuss. Not for an old crook like me.
I doubt they'll kick up any fuss. Not for an old crook like me. P.S. Tell Haywood I'm sorry I put a knife to his throat. No hard feelings.
That's so sad.
You should have died in here.
At least he has someone to be around him.
minutes for shit. Wasted a whole fucking year of my time with this bullshit.
It's probably not as bad as you think.
Yeah, it's worse. I didn't get a fucking thing right. Might as well have been in Chinese.
Let's see how the score comes out.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you how the goddamn score comes out. 2 points right there. There's your goddamn score. Goddamn cats crawling up trees. 5 times 5 is 25. Fuck this place! Fuck it!
What you got? Board of Education.
Son of a bitch mailed it.
Like he did. You're gonna open it, you're gonna stand there with your thumb up your butt.
Thumb up my butt sounds better. Hey, Ski, come on, give me that shit. Look, come on. Whoa. Snooze, red. Come on, will you throw that away, please?
Well, shit.
Kid passed. C+ average. Thought you'd like to know.
Not here?
That's what the man said.
Warden?
Tommy? Tommy, I'm asking you to keep this conversation just between us. I feel awkward enough as it is. We got a situation here. I think you can appreciate that.
Yes, sir. I sure can.
I tell you, son, this thing really came along and knocked my wind out. It's got me up nights, that's the truth. The right thing to do. Sometimes it's hard to know what that is. You understand? I need your help, son. If I'm gonna move on this, there can't be the least little shred of doubt. I have to know if what you told Dufresne was the truth.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Would you be willing to swear before a judge and jury, having placed your hand on the good book and taken an oath before Almighty God himself?
Just give me that chance.
That's what I thought.
That's why they left the door open to make him look like he escaped the prison.
Man that young, less than a year to go, trying to escape. Broke Aunt Madely's heart to shoot him. Truly it did. We just have to put it behind us. Move on.
Done.
Oh, my holy God.
No, he did it.
Stand.
Well?
Well, what?
I see you two all the time. You're thick as thieves, you are. He must have said something.
Also, Warden. Not a word.
Lord,
it's
Man
a
up and vanished
miracle!
like a fart in the wind. Nothing left but some damn rocks on the windowsill and that cupcake on the wall. Let's ask her. Maybe she knows. What say you there, fussy britches? Feel like talking? Ah, guess not. Why should she be any different? This is a conspiracy. That's what this is. One big damn conspiracy! And everyone's in on it! Including her.
I remember thinking it would take a man 600 years to tunnel through the wall with it. Old Andy did it in less than 20. Oh, Andy loved geology. I imagine it appealed to his meticulous nature. An ice age here, million years of mountain building there. Geology is the study of pressure and time. That's all it takes, really. Pressure and time. That and a big goddamn poster. Like I said, in prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied.
3 deposits tonight.
Andy did like he was told. Buffed those shoes to a high mirror shine. The guard simply didn't notice. Neither did I. I mean, seriously, how often do you really look at a man's shoes?
You picked this brother.
Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smelling foulness I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to. 500 yards. That's the length of 5 football fields. Just shy of half a mile. The next morning, right about the time Raquel was spilling her little secret, a man nobody ever laid eyes on before strolled into the Maine National Bank. Until that moment, he didn't exist, except on paper.
May I help you?
He had all the proper ID, driver's license, birth certificate, social security card, and the signature was a spot-on match.
I must say, I'm sorry to be losing your business. I hope you'll enjoy living abroad.
Thank you. I'm sure I will.
Here's your cashier's check, sir. Would there be anything else?
Please, could you add this to your outgoing mail?
I'd be happy to.
Byron Hadley, you have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law.
I wasn't there to see it, but I hear Byron Hadley started sobbing like a little girl when they took him away. Norton had no intention of going that quietly.
Samuel Norton, we have a warrant for your arrest. Open up. Norton! Open the door. I'm not sure what you needed. Norton! Make it easy on yourself, Norton.
I like to think the last thing that went through his head, other than that bullet, was to wonder how the hell Andy Dufresne ever got the best of him.
Please sit down. Ellis Boyd Redding, your files say you've served 40 years of a life sentence. You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Rehabilitated? Well, now, let me see. You know, I don't have any idea what that means. I gotta live with that. Rehabilitated. It's just a bullshit word. So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time. Because to tell you the truth, I don't give a shit. Terrible thing to live in fear. Brooks Hadlin knew it all too well. All I want is to be back where things make sense, where I won't have to be afraid all the time. Only one thing stops me. A promise I made to Andy.
Look black.
Dear Red, if you're reading this, you've gotten out. And if you've come this far, maybe you're willing to come a little further. You remember the name of the town, don't you?
Say what your name.
I could use a good man to help me get my project on wheels. I'll keep an eye out for you, and the chessboard ready. Remember, Red, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I will be hoping that this letter finds you, and finds you well. Your friend, Andy.
Wow. It is a tough and heavy movie, and some of the plots make me want to cry. I really like the line in the movie that is, get busy living or get busy dying. Also, the line that I really liked is, it takes a strong man to save himself and a great man to save another. Thank you so much for this movie, and thank you so much for watching this movie with me. And I'm excited for the next movie. Bye.